Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gat, call your clip, squeeze your clip.
Fuck peace. I let them niggas know it's on for life. Don't let the West Side ride the night.
Niggas mad because I know the cash rules. Everything around me too.
They got me mobbing like I'm loped and ready to get my slug on. I load my clip and slip my motherfucking gloves on.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the reaction box. Now today we got a special video, man. Spice One talking about Tupac when he got shot at Quad Studios. You know what I'm saying? I've been meaning to do this, you know what I'm saying? Wood fella, I know you been sending it to me, showed it to me like a day or two ago. But hey, man, I ain't even been recording, homie. You know how it is. I know you know how it is. But yeah, man, we about to check this out, man. It say, Puffy, why didn't you warn Tupac that he was gonna get set up Quad Studios? Biggie died over money. That's what the title say. I don't know if y'all see it. That's what it say though. But I'm curious as hell to hear what Spice One got to say, because I know Spice One was one of Tupac's closest friends. So hey, if anybody know, it's Spice One. You know what I'm saying? But let's get it. Let's go, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Hey.
The Quad Studios incident where Tupac got shot and robbed. If I'm not mistaken, Tupac actually spoke to you about that incident, right? And told you what happened?
Well, I was. The reason I'm not on Machiavelli and All Eyes on Me is because I was in LA County for 3 months. So he, after all of that shit happened, when he got shot and all of that, I was, and I get out. He come pick me up at the hotel, and we go to his mom's house, and Feeny made us some sandwiches.
Right.
In apple juice, and we sat down. And he took his bandana off, and then I seen a dent in his head.
Right,
and he took his bandana off.
Right.
And then he took his shirt off, and he had the white beater on. And then I seen the bullet holes in his chest around that.
That shit crazy, man.
And I immediately, the adrenaline from my pinky toe immediately just started rushing all the way up to my head.
Right.
And all I was thinking was like, man, how the fuck you go out to New York and come back like that, man?
Right.
You gonna do a song with the niggas and
this shit crazy.
like that? Like, hold on, whoa, stop it. What the fuck happened? And so he was like, he said, man, he said, nigga, I walked into the fucking lobby, and he said it was niggas with newspapers and shit looking over him and shit at me. You know what I'm saying? So
that
he
shit.
was thinking something ain't right when he seen
off top, man. Hell nah. Already, man. They set Tupac up, man. That shit crazy. Them niggas was down there waiting. If it happened like Tupac told him it happened, niggas, come on, man. Let's be real, man. They set Pac up. This is crazy, man. This shit already making me mad, man. For real.
Looking over him and shit at me. You know what I'm saying? So he said he was thinking something ain't right when he seen that. He said motherfuckers had a newspaper and was looking over the shit like that.
Shit
you know
crazy, man.
And he said he went to the he walked to the elevator and he got ready to go up to the top, and some niggas ran up in there and pulled out a pistol and said, "Pac, give me your shit." And he said, "I didn't want to give up my shit, so I grabbed the nigga gun." And then he grabbed the nigga gun, and they started tussling with the pistol, and he said, dude shot, and he hit him in the stomach, and he stopped and looked at each other and shit, and they kept tussling.
Wow.
And he shot again, and then I think he hit him in the stomach somewhere again, and he shot the third time, and he said he shot him in the balls.
Oh.
And he shot me in the balls,
Dang.
and I fell to the floor. And he said,
right.
I was done after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, nigga, you got me. I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy,
he said,
man.
dude shot like 2 or 3 more times. This is what
That's
what
crazy, man. Right, that's what I'm saying, Spice One. How the fuck can that not make you mad? Just hearing that shit. Like, this shit, almost 25, 30 years. I'm just hearing the story, man. I don't heard the story a million times, but just hearing him tell it, like, now, it's still making me mad. Like, what the fuck, man?
Like 2 or 3 more times. This is what was making me mad when he was telling me. Like, come on, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? For real, nigga? In the studio where Biggie and Puffy run, that's they shit.
Right.
In they
right.
studio. They run New York.
That shit crazy,
Niggas
man.
probably got a lot more money than anybody. They could probably pay the motherfuckers who got money.
Right.
So how the fuck they didn't know the niggas was down there?
This shit
And how they
crazy.
didn't call you and tell you that the niggas was down there?
Right.
That was my question. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing right there, man. I believe that not more so Biggie, but Puffy. Puffy was the one that had the grudge against Tupac. Even though Biggie and Pac had their little beef thing going with each other, I think they could have overcame that and became friends again. I really believe that. But it was Puffy. He was wedging them apart. It was always Puffy. I believe more so towards the end that Puffy got Biggie to flip. More so, but at the very end. But it was always him with that wedge between Tupac and Biggie. That fucking, yeah, we need this nigga out the way type shit so you can blow up and go to the moon type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get him out the way for you to succeed type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit.
Call you and tell you that the niggas was down there. That was my question. You know what I'm saying? He said the nigga shot 2 more times and he played like he was dead. And then he said the nigga left the elevator and he said he started rolling a blunt. He said he started rolling a bloody ass blunt. He said he wanted. I said, I started looking at him like,
Pop.
what the fuck you mean? You rolled a blunt. He said he wanted to die high. So I said, okay, good. I feel you. Continue with the story.
Yeah.
You know, fuck you. I want to die high. I got a new song from that. That's called I Want to Die High.
This nigga crazy, man. Hey, man, when I say Spice One is one of the realest niggas ever, man, just listen to this interview, man. This is crazy. Spice say he got a song from it called I Want to Die High, man. But that just to tell you, that's showing you the influence that Tupac had over him. Tupac told him the story when he got shot about him rolling a bloody blunt. And he said, I want to die high. So Spice was like, you know what, Paul, tell you, I'm going to make a song about it. That shit, man.
From him telling me that called I Want to Die High, you know what I'm saying, released it on the new album. He said he got to the top of the elevator and the door opened and he said Biggie looked at him like he was a ghost and shit and you know.
Wow.
And like I was telling the homies earlier, podcast was crazy. You know, you a crazy nigga is gonna think everybody did it. That nigga didn't kill him. He didn't kill his ass too. You know what I'm saying?
You don't got shot 5 times. What the fuck?
Biggie might not have had nothing to do with it, but
right.
You know, Pac was crazy.
Right.
And he was like, that nigga has something to do with it. Kill his ass too. And you know, fuck that nigga has something to do with it. Kill his ass too. You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, shit. You can't blame a motherfucker who got shot 5 times like that.
Right.
So, I mean, you know, Biggie might not have had nothing to do with it. He might have, it might not.
See, that's what I'm saying right there. You know what I'm saying? Biggie might have had something to do with it, and then he might not have. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the way they play the shot in the movies, when Tupac seen Biggie at the club scene, y'all know what I'm talking about, when he was asking him, like, who are them niggas you hanging with? You know what I'm saying? Even though, because the thing is, Biggie know all the jack boys, all the dope boys, everybody that's somebody of, you know what I'm saying, in New York. He know them. And Biggie know, like, why the fuck you running with them niggas, you know what I'm saying? So if Biggie did warn him like he tried to warn him in the movie, if that shit happened like that, then it probably was them same niggas, you know what I'm saying? Biggie probably already knew, like, okay, I know these motherfucking jack boys, and I know that Puffy know them, so Puffy probably trying to set Pac up type shit. So Biggie was trying to warn him, you know what I'm saying, if that's true the way it played out in the movies and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or Biggie might have had something to do with him getting set up, you know what I'm saying? But if he did warn him like they say he did, then that's probably what it was, because Puffy, man, that motherfucker right there, man. I do not trust that dude, man. I do not like Puff Daddy, man. It's always been him with me. It never really was big in my mind, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's hard to say. You never know. You never know Biggie role in it, man. But I really don't. It's hard to say, man. It's like 50-50 with Biggie. But Puffy, 100% with him. He set Pac up. He did all that bullshit. That's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I believe that Biggie knew about that shit. But he just, you know what I'm saying, kind of let it ride. He ain't expected to go the way it went. You know what I'm saying? He probably knew Tupac was gonna get jacked for his jewelry or some shit, but he didn't think they was gonna try to kill his ass type shit. Like, man, that shit. We'll never know, man, the truth about that shit. For real.
He might not have had, Biggie might not have had nothing to do with it. He might have, it might not. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't seem like the type of nigga that'll just do that to a motherfucker.
Right,
like,
right.
Tupac like that, but Puffy seemed like the type.
See? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. See, this shit crazy, man. Oh my God. Everybody think the same fucking thing, man. It's ironic. I just said that. Man, listen, man. Everybody think that shit. Everybody think it's Puffy, man. Don't nobody really think it's Biggie. Everybody fucking think it's Puff Daddy, man. Everybody, man. This is crazy to me, man. He just got that demeanor, that vibe about him, though. Like, just suspicious, man. He always been suspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. He got a little bit of money and shit back then. He probably thought he could do it. Man, this shit is crazy, man. Puffy, man. Nah, bruh.
Tupac like that, but Puffy seemed like the type of nigga that might do some shit like that.
Yeah, he do.
He seemed a little, a little creepish.
Right. Always have.
You know what I'm saying? Like he creep on a motherfucker or something, like,
Right.
Go ahead and hit that nigga, man. You know?
See? Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Little niggas that'll just be
right.
Put the word out on a slunder
Yep.
to some killers or something.
You see?
What I'm saying? This type of niggas is out there.
You know what I'm saying? They most definitely out there, man. And I really believe that Puffy did that shit, man. I really believe he was the one that set Tupac up. You know what I'm saying? Because like they said, if it happened like they said played out, man, Lil C seen Pac coming in and Biggie probably was like, yeah, go get his ass. You know what I'm saying? Or they might have just added that in the movie to make it look like he did that. We'll never know, man. I don't know. I think that Biggie probably knew Pac was going to get jacked, but not shot up like that. That's just my opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole Junior Mafia probably knew for that matter. Or everybody around Biggie, man. That's some crazy shit, man. Because I don't care what nobody say, man. Puffy was always on that we need Tupac out the way type shit because he's so strong. We need him out the way for you to go up, Biggie. I'm pretty sure he preached that to him all the time, and Biggie probably bucked against that shit like, nah, man, don't fuck with him type shit. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that.
Slander to some killers or something, you know what I'm saying? This type of niggas is out there, and they play like they good dudes.
It's funny you said
yeah.
that because I actually did an interview with Puffy's former bodyguard Gene Deal, and he said that Puffy, he actually knew that something was going to happen to Tupac that day at Quad Studios. He
man,
said Puffy and Andre Harrell knew.
Wow. That's it. He just told it on him. I gotta go check that interview out right there. Definitely, man. He don't told it on him because they probably don't made him mad and gave him his money. So now he don't told everything on him. That's crazy, man. I believe that shit right there. His bodyguard said that shit. That shit happened. That's true. That's true.
Quad Studios. He said Puffy and Andre Harrell knew.
Yeah,
wow.
That's what I was saying. Like, man, why you didn't call him and say, don't go to the fucking studio?
Right.
Niggas is down there. You know what I'm saying? That would have been the right thing to do if you have a business, a client coming over here to do songs with your artist. Unless you mad at the nigga like that. So I mean, man, it was all real blurry. And then everything come to light when you start sitting back thinking about it and shit. Now,
out of curiosity, man, did Tupac ever speak to you about who he felt like was behind the attack? Did you feel like Haitian Jack or Jimmy Henchman was behind it?
Haitian Jack.
Yeah, he thought Haitian Jack was behind it. And
yeah.
And he thought Puffy and Biggie knew about it.
Yeah.
The whole Junior Mafia clique knew about it. He thought they all knew about it, and he didn't know who. He just knew his enemies wasn't over there on the west. He knew that he got shot over there on the east like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
By some niggas he thought was his friends.
Right.
Or he thought that had his back. They didn't shoot him, but they could have avoided that shit.
They could have prevented it.
In as far as what he was concerned, and as far as what I'm hearing from everybody else.
Hold up, man. Let me take back a little bit. But the thing is, though, if Puffy and Biggie at Quad Studios, like, that's y'all shit. Y'all in New York, like he said earlier. Y'all fucking run New York. Why the fuck you got these lame ass niggas down there in the lobby anyway? Let's not avoid looking at that picture right there. Why the fuck is these lames down there in the fucking lobby act like they read newspapers? What the fuck they doing there anyway? How the fuck they get in? You know what I'm saying? Anybody can, y'all motherfucking mega superstars and shit. Anybody can just walk in the studio and come up there with y'all? Like, what the fuck, man? Puff Daddy put them niggas there waiting on Pop because they knew Tupac had a studio session. You know what I'm saying? They knew he was coming and shit. You know what I'm saying? And Lil C's was probably up there when he seen Tupac. They probably was like, hey, yo, C's, man, Pac could be here anytime. Let us know when you see him. And they probably called them niggas and told them, hey, yo, he about to come in the studio right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the scene where they say Lil C's up there, like, hey, Pac, we was like, yo, Pac. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. He probably told Puffy and Biggie, like, yo, he on his way in the studio now. And Puffy probably like, all right. He probably called him, yo, he about to come in now. Get his ass. See, man, it ain't hard to figure out how it could have went. You know what I'm saying, man? All them niggas, man, that had something to do with Tupac getting set up, them niggas some bitches. I mean, period, point blank. All them niggas some bitches. Like, for real. I don't care if y'all New York niggas like it or not. Fuck them lame ass niggas, man. Especially Puff Daddy, man. The niggas suck my... Man, that's just... that shit making me mad, for real, yo.
They didn't shoot him, but they could have avoided that shit. You know, in as far as what he was concerned, and for what I'm hearing from everybody else, as far as Puffy, knowing that them fools was down there, he could have called him in and said something. You know, Biggie's death didn't have anything to do with Pac. You know, on a subliminal note, it did. Like on you know,
right.
Some shit. You know, Biggie didn't pay some motherfuckers. You know, he was supposed to pay. And you know, that just added on to it with Pac being dead. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, like I said, that's some bitch ass shit right there, man. Puff Daddy, he is behind Tupac getting shot. All that shit, you know what I'm saying? All that was Puffy. Like I said, maybe in the end he might have convinced Biggie, and he might have turned Biggie towards the end. But all that other shit, man, nah, bro. Nah, that's all Puff Daddy, man. For real. But I had to come in here and do the video, man. Your first time on the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every time we upload a video in the reaction box. Hey, man, Loki Wood, fella, man. Hey, check this out, man. That shit right there, crazy, homie. We talked about the shit, man. But that shit right there is crazy. I believe that shit, man. As far as Biggie connection with it though, hey man, I mean, it's hard to say. Like Spice said, it's hard to say the connection with that. I really believe Puffy convinced. He was more so trying to convince Biggie. We need this nigga out the way. We need this nigga out the way type shit. But yeah, man, we'll never know. But his bodyguard told it though. I gotta go look at that shit too. His bodyguard told it. And the bodyguard gonna know cause he always there. He always around. So we gotta take his word for it, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, I just came here and do this reaction, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Death Row, you know what I'm saying, man? The Row, man, Tupac, man, it'll never be nothing else like them, period. Not just Tupac, it'll never be another Death Row. I don't know what the fuck Snoop got going on, to be continued type shit, man. I don't like the new Death Row sign. He changed it to a fucking dog and this shit. I don't like that bullshit, man. Leave Death Row alone. You buy Death Row, leave it alone. Leave it like it is, nigga. Don't put yourself no fucking dog and then let you chill, man. What the fuck wrong with you, man? But yeah, other than that, man, I'm about to get up out of here. I'll let y'all the next reaction, man. That damn interview made me mad, for real, though. Just to let y'all know that shit. Just hearing the story. I don't heard the story, but just hearing it, like, recently told by somebody close to him. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't like that shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Let's get it. Let's go.